Welcome back, Arcanist Armory fans, to Season 2, Episode 3. The party has just finished a museum trip and decided to go for a commune for a feather,
A crystal quilt.
to trade for a copy of a portrait.
Which is not going to make.
It'll look so nice over my desk.
Not if you don't have a job.
Anyway, yes. So you guys have learned the history from Keth in the museum / town hall, and you have almost managed to offend everyone in town.
Those two have almost managed to find everyone in town.
Yeah, so you guys make your way back. Keth wraps up his tour / lecture. You guys make your way back to the town square. And what would you guys like to do?
Now we go
Do we need
to
supplies?
What?
Do we need supplies?
I do not need traveling supplies. I was well equipped for a couple of days at least.
Good for you. I have whatever I did.
And you have ran.
I'm pretty sure she's not a ghost.
Instructions unclear.
As Gildiden begins to edge away from her, and I have whatever I died with.
Oh, you were dead.
Yes.
That is why you were in another plane.
Yes.
Oh, I see now.
See, she gets it. What's your problem?
Well, she's not a ghost.
No. Remember, you already threw salt at me.
Yes,
Why is so
we'll have to rule out Wraith later, but
He's very much dead. Now I am not dead. I'm not even undead. I am alive.
okay, if you say so.
I'm here for a reason. Guess it's good for nothing. So,
Okay.
Is there a clear path into the mountain?
There is a road leading out to the other side of town towards the mountains.
Don't go crazy.
But as you exit back into the square, having spent about an hour being lectured on the town's history,
Nothing.
except for that there might be shinies.
Yeah, it sounds like Arcanist is called.
For you as well. A deity
And
for you as well.
Yeah.
you guys are approached as you reach the middle of the square by a well-dressed, middle-aged man.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, I am Aaron.
Hello, Aaron. I was told that I should speak to you. I've been sent by the Bankers Guild to see if the town could benefit from an influx of investment.
Well, there's definitely, we could definitely discuss business interests. I have a bit of business that, are these your companions or are they just with you?
I am with Lita.
You can talk business. Got business to me.
Perhaps I could interest all of you in a business proposition.
That depends on what it is.
Well, it's best not discussed here. It's better discussed over some refreshments.
Joshua has a
At
bottle
my
of wine.
house. I have better wine.
He has Joshua's wine, but better.
Yes.
No, Joshua has Joshua's wine. I have my wine, which is better than Joshua's.
He has Aaron's wine.
Roll for confusion.
No. Insight. 23.
He is pretty confident that his wine is better than Joshua's.
That's not better than Joshua.
Aaron says so.
He is. Aaron says what he's thinking.
Thank you. That's the one of that's a, I haven't heard that in a while. No, most people just aren't so open about whether they think people are telling the truth.
Sarah told me that I should not say things when I make people angry.
Wise advice. You should listen to her. She has good advice. Anyway, if you three are interested in working together on a business proposition,
I can't seem to get rid of him, so I guess why not?
I could make it worth your time.
This one's not bad. This one's questionable.
I don't know. My time is pretty valuable. What are we talking?
What kind of drink do you prefer?
Little bubbly.
I have that. And some refreshments, since it is quite early. Have you had breakfast?
Yes, we had cinnamon. It's lucky. She does not eat soup well.
Noted.
You burned yours.
I also didn't die.
That sounds like a
That shrug means a whole lot more when
that sounds like a lovely story. Shall we retire? Shall we? And he motions to
let us away.
the large mansion. Begins leading you inside.
Is this the mansion that was in the portrait?
Oh yes, Keth does keep that portrait in town hall.
Are you the great-great-grandson of the wizard?
No, I inherited it after he abandoned it for the commune in the mountains.
Oh, you inherited it.
Yes, by default. Of being his caretaker.
Oh. You were his caretaker?
No, I was the caretaker of the manor, and he left me in charge. And since he didn't came back, it became mine.
That sounds suspicious.
I'm rolling a will save to prevent myself from throwing salt at him because his age is not adding up.
I rolled a 21 on inside if it matters.
Did you fail?
Yes.
Maybe I'm not acquainted with you.
What did you get?
No one.
5 on wisdom for don't throw salt at the caretaker to check his age. Okay, fine. I missed. That's also a 5 on my salt throw.
Maybe I see you
Okay.
coming in it for sure. Sorry, he throws salt. I don't understand why.
It's lucky. That's
Well,
why.
okay, you can get that he wasn't quite telling the truth there. You can get that his age doesn't match up with what he was saying.
That was too focused.
Aaron is confusing.
Well, my father took care of the mansion, and then I inherited it from him as he is no longer able to take care of it.
Ah, he pockets the rest of the salt.
I don't know what you are doing, but please don't.
He's throwing.
He likes to throw salt. Fair warning.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I am spreading luck over the town.
Shouldn't you be throwing the salt over your shoulder then?
Like the
18. Oh shoot, I did just spell salt. Yes. Over the shoulder. Hopefully you weren't standing behind him because that's a 21 to hit. Whatever you checked over his shoulder.
I was standing by your side. No, don't throw salt.
Thank you for the reminder, sir.
Yes, please don't spill salt in the house.
Okay.
No, there are no ghosts or hauntings or any other superstitious beings that need
Oh gosh.
dispelling.
Insight.
And you might make something dirty.
6 on insight as to whether
He seems to genuinely not want you to make his house more dirty.
Okay.
He leads you inside, where he to a sitting room,
Sorry.
and then as you enter, there is a there's a kobold maid that also follows you into the room.
So that all right, got
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
the only tallish one?
Yes.
it. I think so.
Sit, Carrot, get us some of the old bubbly and some nice cakes. And perhaps some bacon. Eggs.
Huge.
Does your automaton require feeding or stuff?
I've ate soup.
You said to eat soup.
I
Would you
heard
like
that.
to try eating food?
Do you put it in your hole?
This one, yes.
Yes. That is where food and drink goes.
I shall try.
And please try not to make too much of a mess.
No mess.
How did you hear about the soup?
And
Refreshment discussion.
Mm.
yes,
All Gildiden said was that she's not good at it.
the kobold maid leaves the room as you guys are having this discussion. comes back in a little bit with a bottle of what Gildiden identifies as old bubbly.
You used to have bubbles?
Yes.
Which she pours into some nice crystal goblets. There are 4 of them, and there's also a tray. On the tray, there is also a plate full of cake, and she says the bacon and eggs will be up soon.
Thank you, Kurt.
And then she quickly leaves the room.
So what is this business that you propose?
Well, I see that you've talked to Keth, and he's probably mentioned to you about the quill, that he wants to put it on display.
Oh no.
I rather would like to study it and learn purely for academic reasons about it.
I know nothing.
Does your family have any claim to the portrait of your mansion?
The portrait of my man.
The one on display in the museum? Could you reclaim it?
Definitely were nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was not gifted by my family. And since we are merely caretakers of the estate while the owners are away, Kath would probably not relinquish any paintings to me. However, I do have several of my own that I might be willing to part with. The one, a painting of the estate. Well, follow me. We're going to see if there's one to your liking.
As conversation is going on, I'm just staring around the room, looking at everything.
There is well-made everything. There are a couple of instruments that look like they could be played, but they're probably just for display. hanging on the wall.
Within reach?
If you went over there, you
If
probably
you
could
weren't a
take-
halfling.
Yeah, if you went over there and stood on a stool, you probably could take them off the wall. It looks like they're at a height where Aaron could take them off the wall and play them if he wished. There are also a couple of portraits in this room. Seems like where there would be a portrait hanging above the fireplace is currently blank.
What's up with the hole?
Where's this hole?
A hole on the wall where that looks like there should be a painting.
Oh, I'm having it. It was an old painting, and I'm having it restored.
Kick the wizard.
Come on, work.
You're having your portrait restored, you said?
Yes, it's an old portrait. Not one that would interest you. It's definitely not of the manner. It is just of my friend, of the previous owner of the estate before he did not return from a journey.
Where
But
did
not
he
the wizard?
go?
But not the wizard.
Is Aaron saying what he was thinking?
Roll an insight.
12.
As far as you can tell, he seems to be saying what he is thinking.
Aaron says what he is thinking.
I believe Aaron is saying what he's thinking.
Anyway,
Anyone
I-
else want
Oh, no, I got a 4.
Oh.
I'm gonna try again. Hey, match of chance. I think it's 15.
you don't get anything else from him.
But it's higher than a 3.
Yeah, don't get anything new from him. He walks you through
Seems
to
shady.
the and to a corridor just continuing down from the entry hall, where you see there are portraits of several older looking.
What portrait looks most valuable to Gildiden?
Make a check. This perception.
16.
There isn't really a portrait that stands out as more valuable than the others to him, but he does notice that there does seem to be a brass bust about halfway down the hall that catches his eyes. Is probably one of the more valuable pieces in there.
Aaron, who is this?
He looks at it. It looks like it's. Oh, that is that's actually of Kath's great grandfather, Michael. He founded the town. I could probably part with that if that spikes your fancy and you're able to fulfill my.
That
My
would
deal.
look nice in the lobby of the village's new bank.
Yes. Or in the office of its manager.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll let you know what we
Uh-huh.
find up the mountain.
If you are able to return the quilt to me,
Right.
then I can
Not a
part.
public official.
Then I can part with. I think I can part with that. I could also offer 50 gold for the two that don't get a nice looking statement piece.
You may have them.
I will pay them 50
Ah.
gold, 50 gold to accompany you.
Maybe
I
we should
appreciate
not do it.
I appreciate your willingness to willingness to.
Dirty 20 for insight.
I appreciate your
You
willingness.
feel very strongly that at the moment he would probably sell you for.
I appreciate that you are willing to part so easily with those you have just met.
I really shouldn't be because I just met you two.
Anyway,
On the topic of the mountain.
yes.
Anything to help those hallucinations?
Um,
Because he's enough of a hallucination as it is.
those who aren't from here usually don't have them.
Usually is not the correct term to use in the situation.
I wouldn't be worried about them.
Okay.
If I were you. If I were me, I wouldn't go near them.
I can help with hallucinations.
I know you are.
Well, then I guess that solves that.
How
How
long was the refreshments break? Would it qualify as a short rest?
After you guys make your way back and are able to partake of the bacon and eggs that are now warm and sitting on this tray, even though, well, the carrot has brought in while you were looking at
Being bribed.
slash accepting deals with bribe for bringing it. He was willing to pay you to bring him back an artifact for his own academic studies.
Yeah.
For study.
Yeah.
Which is more than Katz was willing to do to let you put it in his museum.
Yeah. Kat's gonna give a copy of a painting and probably stick it on the walls.
But anyway, so he leads you back, and any other questions you want to ask him, you can at this point.
Is there
Otherwise,
anything
we'll
else we
just-
should be looking out for on our trek?
Oh, no, I don't think it's terribly dangerous. I mean,
Even though no one's come back.
no one's really gone up. Those who came back are the ones that survived Sakash's the quandary they had up there.
Hmm.
Do you know more about that?
I wasn't there.
That is not what I asked.
I wasn't there. You talked to Kat. He knows. He probably already gave you all that I know.
Probably is not yet.
I don't know what he lectures on these days.
Maybe you can lecture us.
The lectures are much too boring and not my style.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
thank
being-
They I mean, it is cold up there, but it seems like you have cloaks that would be heavy enough. I don't know what animals are up there now or really ever. I never went up. I've mostly just been here in town.
So, how did your family become wealthy? I'm guessing caretakering didn't pay that well.
I mean, when my father inherited the estate when the previous owner had returned and has been presumed dead.
So I take it we don't get a reward if we bring down the old owner.
If you bring back the previous owner, then you will have to take up your reward with him. And I doubt he'll be willing to part.
Okay, if we find him, we'll work on doing you a favor and make sure he doesn't come down.
Does that mean he will die?
We're not doing that.
You are an interesting character.
Yes.
I worry, but I like you.
Is there anything I can climb on?
What?
Is there anything I can climb on?
What
No.
for?
No, I'm asking you.
There,
I am trying to be
I
sneaky.
mean, you probably could move a chair
I'm just gonna be this time
or
moving chair.
one of those small round tables. Make a stealth check.
Oh, I'm energy 16. I rolled a 16.
Okay. You find a smallish table that looks like you could move it, and you start squeaking it,
Squeaking it.
moving it across the room. It doesn't actually, surprisingly, it doesn't squeak. It seems to move rather easily, as if it's made for small people to rearrange.
Yes. Come on, baby.
As you do so, as you are, Aaron
should buy it.
continues
It's kobold made.
Aaron continues his conversation, but you do see from around the doorway the maid kind of just peeking around, watching you. You go like this, and she goes.
You're not shoo.
Yeah, I give you money.
She just kind of watches you from ducks her head back around the corner. You get the feeling that she is going to wait there for you.
I'll mess with something. Okay, I'm gonna eventually get the table over there.
Don't
With full
stiff the
instrument
kobold made.
Full instrument.
Okay, there is
Take the pipe organ. Take the pipe organ.
You get the feeling that that's probably in a different you are able to get a silver flute off the wall.
That'll be obnoxious.
Are you proficient in flute?
Probably not. No, probably not.
Are you going to attempt to play it anyway?
Right now. You take the time to stealthily steal it and then immediately try to play the flute.
Ow! I'm not.
Stealthily take it off the wall.
How do I know if I'm proficient with it?
It should be in your skills. Oh wait, your tools proficiency.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm playing it anyway.
Okay, make a performance check.
I want to see if it works. Ooh. We'll see what this is. That's what this just came down to. Street roll. 10. Mediocre.
Cool.
No, it's
You
not a
don't
good
know how to make the right notes, but you get something that resembles music, maybe.
No.
You at least don't make it screech. Aaron does look over at you and says, "Do you play?"
Apparently not well.
Oh, well then could you please return it to its place?
Sure. I'm gonna walk out.
Litas do not play well.
As you walk out of the room, you see Carrot there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I walked out.
The flute.
Silver.
How much are you giving her?
Silver.
Okay. She takes it and she walks back in and pushes the table back.
Hey, it was worth it.
Yeah. Anything else you guys would like to do or ask Aaron while you eat your eggs and bacon
Then I'll
and
back,
cake?
I guess.
And cake.
No. I will reach over and salt her eggs and bacon to see if she reacts differently this morning.
Who's the bacon and eggs are you salting?
Litas.
Oh, okay.
Since I have since received new information that she died relatively recently.
16.
How much salt do you put on this?
17 salt.
What does that mean?
The proper amount to detect ghost.
So a lot.
Okay.
So
16.
let's see, on a religion check, that's a 24 for knowing how much salt to detect.
You,
I'm dead.
with your religion check, you get the funny feeling that salt is not actually how you detect undead.
Then then it's enough.
16 perception to see him do it.
Okay. He's not being super stealthy,
No.
so you see him do it.
I will burn that. Stop it.
I can do it for you.
Do you take turns burning food?
No. I will burn salt.
Oh, you burn it off.
When it's used inappropriately, yes. Yes.
Oh.
And I get new food.
Problems later. Anyway.
Okay.
I will take the salted food and give her the unsalted one. Like,
Okay. The eggs are already flavored,
Which is what I don't want.
and you get some extra salty eggs and bacon.
no concert. I will die.
I mean, you could make a con save if you want to.
If you're not want to, I will die to a plate of eggs and bacon.
You oversalted it. And you wash it down with some old bubbly.
Which I don't salt.
And yep. And then Aaron, as you are finished, you finish your conversation, Aaron leads you back to the town square, and he points to the road and says, you should be able to just follow that path up the mountain to get to the commune. Shouldn't be more than, well, you're leaving early, so you should get there around nightfall.
So if we leave
Is
now, we'll
Kesh
get there
on
at
his seat
nightfall.
again?
What?
Is Keth on his seat again?
Keth is on his seat, looking over his book at you guys.
That's what I was wondering. Does he look like he obviously has an opinion of us talking to Aaron?
He
Oh,
looks
no,
like
that's
most of his face is covered by the book.
I'm going to talk to him.
So he is keeping track that you have talked to Aaron.
Okay. Sure.
And we will continue next week time.
Thank you, Arcanist Armory fans, for episode 3 of season 2. We will see you next time for our episode 4.